found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen.
So here we go again, another prominent musician on the live who's made a video showing that they was disgruntled with record labels. So Angie Stone now is an ancestor. She's with the ancestors. She was unalived Saturday morning in a car wreck on a highway when her Spreader van turned over and was hit by a semi-truck or whatever, right? Now, we know that in December, she went online and she was talking about years and years of not getting her publishing and being done wrong by music labels, right? You know, listen, this stuff has happened countless times. We know that she's been in the industry for over 50 years. You know, she's had countless hits. We loved Angie Stone. You know, she was just talking about how she was coming to get her money and how she had God on her side, and she had hired a team now to go in to figure out how she can get her publishing and go find the money and go look at what these labels and what she was going to expose what these labels have been doing for so long, right? But now she's an ancestor. So let's check out what Fox 5 was reporting. Check this out.
Thanks for joining us for your News at 6. Columbia-born singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer Angie Stone died in a car crash early this morning. She was 63 years old. Stone's manager confirming that she and other crew members were leaving Alabama after performing at the Mobile Area Mardi Gras Association Grand Marshals Ball last night when that collision occurred. Those who knew her say that she was cool, calm, and collected, and she never forgot where she came from. Fans say they'll never forget how her music made them feel. Legendary R&B performer Angie Stone, raised in Columbia, has died at the age of 63. Born with a gift, she began singing gospel music at First Nazareth Baptist Church before launching her career by forming the rap trio The Sequence at just 16 years old.
She put Columbia on the map. She was a trailblazer for people who were in the music industry. They knew, they felt like, hey, it can be done. We've seen Angie do it.
The Sequence, remembered as the first all-female rap group. Local radio announcer Johnny Green, who recently worked with Stone, said she truly loved Columbia and the Midlands. Stone, reflecting on her start with Sequence in a recent interview on WIS.
It's so important that you recognize that you, being Colombians, have the first female hip-hop group right here in the palm of your hands, and we have to rally together, grow together in order to count.
She was nominated for 3 Grammys and won 2 Soul Train Lady of Soul Awards. Green says her legacy is going to be her songwriting and the people she helped along the way throughout her 4-decade career.
Angie Stone it's exactly what she was, a stone, a gem to the music business.
The Mobile Area Mardi Gras Association released a statement on Stone's passing, which reads in part, Angie's performance at the 2025 Grand Marshals Ball was nothing short of phenomenal. Her talent captivated everyone in attendance. Her presence truly elevated the event. The news of her passing has left all of us deeply saddened, and we will always cherish the memories of her incredible talent and warm spirit, end quote.
So we all remember Angie Stone, Miss Stone. You know, she had the No More Rain, Wish I Didn't Miss You. She was like the neo soul queen, right? Y'all remember she had that song Black Brother, but we remember she came on the scene in the late 70s with Finesse and Sequence, right? And she had that hit Funk You Up in 1979. So she been in the game for a long time. She's wrote up countless hits, and she was saying that a lot of things that went on in the late 70s and early 80s, a lot of songs she wrote, and she didn't get her money for it. She didn't get her publishing. So now all of a sudden, she start blowing the whistle, right? And when she started to blow the whistle and tell, this happens. So let's look at what she said, some of the things she actually said when she came online to actually blow the whistle on these record labels. Check this out.
Found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. As I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that to some degree supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. You know, that's why, you know, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research. Just stoned the celebrity that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family. That part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. And even though they were taking care of themselves, they thought very little of taking care of me. And I know because I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. And so what I'm doing now is whatever is necessary to make sure they pay me for the legacy of my life, for my children and my grandchildren, they're going to have to give me my money. I mean, when you sit back and think Bruno Mars, Dr. Dre, when you think about all these people that have sampled music, if they're filthy rich on it, what's our problem? Or my problem? Oh, yeah. So you got to get a diesel crew, and I call them a diesel crew, to go in and rectify the issue, because evidently all the time that I've been working through things, they didn't get. I'll tell them on my live, please. Okay. Give it to me. Give me your phone. I'm sorry. So, just to be clear, I can't say it over live. Give me your phone. I just want everybody, come on, Journey, I'm on the live. My granddaughter trying to help me, and she's slow as Christmas. Your thing went off. Anyway, go get from Shayna. Yeah. So with that being said, shout out to Van Silk. I know you didn't know this was coming, but I had to be transparent. I would try to take as many questions as I can. Let me see. Universal Music, call me. Keys join. Kathy Smith smiles. Yes, sis, get your diesel crew and go tear that. Okay. Yes, I plan on doing that. The music industry is horrible when they tell you that, it's not a straight line, I've been one to kind of play fair. I stay out of harm's way. I can't avoid trouble always, because I'll tell you this, no matter who we hook up with and how we hook up, they're always going to make it confrontational when it doesn't suit their liking. But I don't care about that. I got to pass all of that. But everybody that works hard for 50 years should be able to retire in peace, should be able to sit back without looking for your money. So I got a team of people, a diesel crew, that's really trying to help me navigate things. And if I never get it, at least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. Okay? All the money they owe me. It's ridiculous that someone has played with my life and my career for this long, for their own benefit. I mean, have you no conscience? There's a special place in hell, just like my girl Selena said, for people like that.
So again, it says, according to Stone's label, SRG, Stone was traveling back to Atlanta after a performance the previous night in Mobile, Alabama. The Alabama law enforcement agency says her Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van overturned on Interstate 65 before it was hit by a semi-truck. I mean, a lot of this stuff sounds familiar, right? Stone, who was a passenger joined by other musicians, died at the scene. She was the only person who was unalive. 8 other passengers in the van were injured. The crash is under investigation. Now, that sounds very, very fishy. She comes online. She says what Universal Music Group is doing. And remember, this is not just anybody. This is a 50-year seasoned veteran that's been in the game a long time. She knows the ins and outs of the game, right? And now she's saying, listen, I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you how I made music, how I was giving up publishing here, what we was doing there, and some things early on I didn't understand, but now I do. And I'm going to tell this, and I'm going to tell this for a lot of you young artists going forward. So now you can have one up on the game, and they can't do that no more. So now all of a sudden she's eliminated. She's taken off the board, right? Now again, this thing gets real goofy, man. It gets real goofy. She's the only person that was unalive in that accident. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, I was born tonight, but it wasn't last night. But this is the stuff that they do, man. And we've seen situations happen with Prince, Michael Jackson, so many countless artists over the years, man. So many. But listen, I'm gonna cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, man. I've been blowing the whistle and telling y'all about the industry and about these contracts and all this stuff for years, man. And it's gonna continue to happen. That's just the way it is. This is the beast of the industry, man. So remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.